hair looks great
I'm
either
recording
way.
on there. Thank you. I don't know what to do with it. It's getting to the point that
Well,
I
have
see.
you?
Look at this area back here. What is what?
Yeah, that's
It's
yeah, that's bad. But
yeah.
the front. I mean, have you guys already talked about this on the show? Or are you just gonna have you? Why don't you just do the Kyle?
Just keep it going.
Yeah, just keep it going. Get those wavy locks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I was
we thought about it
thinking
really well.
like, okay, so I saw the Michael Garcia picture
Uh-huh.
where he's got his hair in the ponytail, and
Right.
I was like, damn it, that looks so fucking good. Like he pulls off
Oh.
a ponytail really well, and I feel like I'm about 6 months from that, or about a month from wishing I had hair still.
Of just shape like either that or I
Fucking cutting it off. But
yeah,
okay,
shaving it
so
off.
the thing about it that I really don't like having short. I don't like having short hair because my hair just goes poof, and
Right.
it's really straight, and so it just doesn't do anything. Every time anybody's seen me with a spiky hair, I use hairspray all the time, and I don't want to fucking use hairspray anymore. I'm just like over that whole thing of using hairspray. I quit alcohol, I quit hairspray. It's
Spray.
just a whole thing.
Oh man. It's a whole new you. Like
It's a
you're
whole new me. Yeah. So I don't know what to do now. I feel like I can't ever go back to short hair. I got to just be. Here it is.
and just yeah, you'd have to start making your own shampoo and stuff. You could be
I
that
guess so.
guy.
I get the cheapest of shampoo, and I wash my hair once every 2 weeks. I
That's
don't
why
wash
it's
it very often. I like that natural oil that happens with long hair. Maybe I'll
grease.
get sick of
You
that
mean
at some.
grease?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
That's why
like
it's so
it.
shiny. It's all
No,
coated
actually, this is a 2 days ago.
in
2 days
Chris.
ago wash.
Yeah, it's got that natural Crisco on
Yeah,
top. That's nice.
but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable about it because it's like it's a whole choice. It's like I'm a long hair guy now. I'm not a long hair guy. I'm speaking out of turn. I got Kyle sitting right in front of me.
I think you should dye it red and just go with the fucking Leon Kennedy because that's honestly what you're working with right now.
Does he have red?
Resident
Just go
Evil.
with-
Well, he's
Oh yeah, dude.
kind of like a sandy blonde in Resident Evil 4, but yeah, Resident Evil 2, he's like straight up red hair, and he's got that same part that you got.
Well, if you dye either of those wings you got going, then you're just an anime character, and you can
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
name your anime character and say I'm him.
but you have to remove your eyebrows and have them like surgically placed above your. You have to staple them your
see,
forehead above your hairline.
all you have to do is just get me like anxious enough, and I will pull out every single piece of my eyebrow, and
Oh
I'll just
man.
that'll just happen. That's one of those anxious things with me. I'll just fucking rip out eyebrows like crazy.
Oh man.
You don't have the beer label to rip off the bottle anymore, so now it's eyebrows.
Yeah, it's
That's
either eyebrows or just like I'll just pull like pieces of face hair out. It's the actually, you know what's nice, having the mask is that's prevented me from like really fucking with my beard that much.
right.
That's
It's a constant thing that I'm always, just kind of, it's just there, and my hand's right there. And I'm not very expressive. I'm not one of these fucking dudes like Nick. Nick's all hands.
Like
Hands first. Questions
that's my
later.
that's I was gonna say that's my motto, but that sounds like a terrible motto.
Yeah, it does.
hands last. Hands are the last thing.
But if you're gonna pull out all your hair one, but that's got to get you at least like 100 Twitch subscribers or something. If you're gonna,
Oh, I do it live.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, you got to do it live.
That's a good call. I should.
nice.
Big
Nice
call.
use of the mute button.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got it primed and ready.
I was gonna say, was that planned? Because that was timed perfectly.
Yeah.
Dude, your producing has gone next level, man. By the time,
Well, I mean, it was. I'm pointing. All I did was touch your face. You're on the bottom corner,
really?
so I poked your face 2 times to mute it and then unmute it because I
Oh.
had to cough real quick. But I mean, hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take any fucking compliments anybody wants to throw at me, even if they're undeserved. I'll be like, yeah, thank you.
I feel like I was robbed of a cough. Like I saw the cough and hear it, and I'm like, I don't know. It was a weird juxtaposition there. I don't know how I feel.
So how do you guys feel about how's this partnership going?
This whole show?
Yeah,
stuff.
how's the Chad and Kyle duo?
It's good. I think it was cool to get to know someone that and figure out how many more
Better than with Lars, am I
how
right?
many more similarities we had than we thought we had, and just a lot of like parallel things that it's like, oh yeah, that's. And I don't know, it's kind of been interesting to see like where things went parallel and like what things branched, like our Zelda paths and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about hip hop music?
Hip hop music. I have a really spotty. I really jumped around with hip hop music. I was it was like, what was it, like second and third grade. I had a friend that was like super into hip hop. Maybe it was a little bit later. No, I think it was right around then. And it was Bone Thugs and Harmony. And then he told me he was in
Nice.
like he was in the Bloods.
He told you?
And yeah, it was when I lived in Florida. So he got me into Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I was like, hey, this is great. I love this. And then he's like, hey, I'm in the Bloods. So there's a thing that I have to do where I have to, and this is me in third grade. And now I'm thinking about this, and this is fucking crazy now. Because like this is just
I have to
this
kill
is just
you to join.
no. So this is something that I've had like with me, and like I thought of it as like my friends just telling me this kind of stuff. But I was in third grade, which is the age of my fucking daughter right now. So I'm picturing her in this scenario. So anyway, check this out. So he tells me that he's in the Bloods, and something that he has to do is take a gun and carry it through the mall in one end, out the other one. And then he gets into the Bloods. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. And I just let him be on his adventures with that kind of stuff.
Did he disappear? Did you guys hang out after that? Did you find out if he did it? Did he get in?
I have no idea if he ever did any of that. Because at that age, a lot of kids are just pathological liars. So I was like really gullible because I was kind of always the new kid. So I was like, yeah, no, I'll be your friend. Tell me whatever you want. I don't care. That's great.
And then that kid was named Kyle Adams. Whoa.
Yep. I found him so many years later.
Dude, so many kids in Florida said they were in gangs. I remember so this girl got mad at me one time. This was like seventh grade. And she goes, I'm in the Bloods and the Crips. And I'm I don't think you can do that. I don't think it works that way. And she was
covering
just
all
like,
her bases.
She was trying to scare me. And it worked. I was a stupid fucking seventh grader, and I was like, oh no, not both. They're gonna work together.
You're like
take me down.
All of seventh grade, Kyle just like tried not to wear red or blue every day before school.
Stuck to purple. I figured, split the difference.
Yeah. I never got any like close at all to anybody. That was like the only situation that I was like around a kid that was that bad or whatever. I mean, when I was older, I was around people, but I was also, involved in the shenanigans they were involved in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I never I was a scared kid. I didn't want to like be around the bad things. I was like, nope, that's you're gonna fucking get in trouble. That's something's gonna go wrong. And I was just kind of like the nervous kid.
Just climbing trees, looking down at people. Like
dude, always climbing
monkey.
Trees.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll fucking kick some dirt into your eyes from up here.
You're like, what the
fuck? Man, I think that's where my anxiety disorder started, is being the kid who's like, dude, you can't do this. We're gonna get in trouble. I think that's where like for sure, like I can't tell you how many times I was that fucking kid.
I like the idea of it starting from someone lying to you that they were in both the Crips and the Bloods at the same time, and that from then on, Kyle's just been scared of like it could come from any angle. Like every.
That's definitely it's fucked. It's like when both ends are closing in on you. It's not good.
No, you gotta go Latin Kings.
Latin King.
Yeah, that's the only option.
I know. I was like, I look good in gold. I mean, I'll be all right.
Then you have to carry around those rosary beads, though, and that's
really funny.
Yeah.
In middle school, a lot of my friends were Puerto Rican, so I mean, they probably could have sworn me in or something.
There you go. So, speaking of Puerto Ricans, Nick, how's Hawaii going?
Yeah, I'm close enough to that here. They're just like, yeah,
No,
sure.
so you were in Austin, then you were in Portland, and I came to know you as a Portland person, and you're just a Portland person to me still until that wears off, I guess. But then you just up and moved to Hawaii. You're like, hey, fuck you guys, watch
Oh,
this.
dude, yeah, that's exactly how it went in my head, where I was like, yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here, and I like the idea of just doing it and just going. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much in a way, yeah, that's kind of how it was. I mean, it wasn't getting any better, and it's from all I can tell, not much better and worse in a lot of ways. And so I was like, if I get to pick my own, if I get to pick my gilded cage, then we're gonna go here. Granted, there is comedy, but it's awful. But
Yeah, I've seen Hawaii comedy. It was interesting. They had
but
a
there
fucking dude. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, but there's no mics, so it's just shows. But yeah, that's a good Kyle. Yeah, yeah. What did you see?
Okay. So
Because when you came back to Portland, when you came back, I remember asking you and you being like, "No, it was cool, man. Like it was good. Like it's fine."
it was like, so there were some good people there. So anyone who was a good comic in Hawaii, they're like, yeah, this is like my last week here. I'm moving. It was like there was this guy. His name was J.R. Adams, and he was really funny. And they were like, yeah, he's moving to New York. And but there was this guy. He went up and he's like, basically the joke was, my wife is Mexican. Now I don't have to do lawn work, and there was no
Yeah,
subtlety to the joke at all. And you're like,
yeah.
fucking kid, like, dude. And just the shit that they would say was like really racist, but then they would have someone call them out on it being racist, so it was kind of fun. It was like I kind of enjoyed that aspect, and there was like a really intense uh like translating there who was like really funny but like really intense, like about the business side of it. She was like, she
Uh-huh.
handed me like a business card before I even like started talking to her, but she was really funny. That was just a weird experience, man. It was like some people that were like super serious about it, and then like fucking racist weirdos.
Well, I mean, it's like imagine if the Salem comedy scene was an island and
Yeah.
there was nowhere else. Like it's only like there's only like 15 to 20 people anyway, and
Dude,
they
okay, can I interject? You were
what?
just saying it sucks. You see, you're like, it's awful. And
Oh
then
yeah.
you're like, it's like the Salem comedy scene.
It's
Like the same thing. But
like
it's
the
like
same.
it's like
Well, like okay, not talent wise, but size wise, and
Mm-hmm.
like if you never ever got to go anywhere else, Chad, or
mhm.
do any comedy anywhere else, because it's not like comics on Oahu. It's not like every other week they're going to Maui and doing stuff, or like I
Yeah.
mean those are the only two places anyway that have anything. So you're here, and there's five spots, and you do those five spots forever until you move, and that's it.
Yeah.
Uh, but not that that has not that should be any excuse for the level of stuff I've seen at paid shows here, because it's not. But yeah, Kyle, it's very, very strange. Except for right now, no one's calling anyone out on that kind of stuff because no
On
one's
the
really,
racist shit.
yeah, no one's really going out except for the people that are like, I'm doing comedy. I don't give a fuck what else is happening.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Uh, Kind of like when I remember when Sam Whiteley was telling me about that gig in Seaside at the beginning of the pandemic, and
Oh yeah.
this was like
I heard about that one.
in March or something, maybe April. But he was like, "Yeah, it was a fine show, but yeah, there's like 100 people in here, and all of them are just telling me like, yeah, man, you don't need that mask shit. Like, nah, man, we're just doing the thing. They can't keep us down." And he was like, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it on. Like,
Mm.
there's like that attitude permeates as well, and so yeah, it's pretty weird. It's pretty rough. But luckily, you also, I mean, you kind of understand why because you're like, why am I gonna go in anywhere to watch? bad 2005 open mic comedy when I can go to one of three rainforests within like a 20-minute drive. So,
Mhm.
or I'm just gonna go surf or whatever. Like fucking. So yeah, that totally makes sense. Of I guess just not there not being that much like forcing you to grow and change because
Mhm.
it's just better and easier to just be outside doing one of 100 different things that you could do.
Yeah, that's not comedy isn't the draw
No, yeah.
for
Yeah,
that was like Stanhope said something about that. Like, I'd love to be, performing in a tiki bar, but they don't need smiles in a tiki bar. They're already happy. Like
yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
that's why I come to New York City because it's the last fucking place I want to be. That's where they need laughs the most.
uh,
I don't know it. I mean, I don't want to discount any of the comics I ran into there, like for sure, except for the racist ones. But there were a couple of people who seemed pretty serious about it there, and they
oh
were
no.
getting shit on, and they were the ones who were running things for sure. Like, I only really went to one mic, fucking, it'll be 5 years ago in July, but
So
it was interesting. So the scene can be completely different now. I really have no
yeah,
idea.
who knows what it is in normal times? But I mean,
Mhm.
since we're more than likely never going back to normal times, at least what we remember it being, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's forever changed now. So I don't know what it is going to become after the fact, but I mean, good comics are good comics no matter where you are. Like I've seen two at the two shows I went to, I saw two comics who were like legit, like that was fucking badass. Like that was a really good set. Those were really creative ideas. That was really good. That was really awesome. And then a regular guy who headlined both shows, and just like you're obviously like seasoned and professional and fine and all that. But the the rest of it, where you're just like people that you wouldn't people who shouldn't be paid, people who like you should not. No, you're not ready to get booked.
Yeah.
Uh, but they've been doing it for 8 years, and so you're like, holy shit. Uh,
Sounds
that
terrifying. Just not being able to leave the island. It's like a bad dream or something every day.
yeah, like if Dharma had comedy, and they're just never, they just never left the island. Uh, but I mean, who knows now because it's all thrown up in the air. I don't know what is the. I mean, Kyle, you just went to a mic, and I'm assuming you've been to mics. Did you go to Bram's truck
I
show
the
mics or
behind
shows?
the behind the dumpster. I went to one of them, and so it was in like a
Because they got in the news with that. They got in the news with it, right?
uh, for the parking lot. So
Right.
Brent Lowry's doing a parking lot mic that got on the news. Unless Bram
Signups
got on
just
the
open
news.
tonight.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Unless, yeah, I just signed up. Unless Bram got on the news for a bad reason. Um, it felt like we were breaking in. It was kind of punk rock, but it was also kind of weird because a lot of that crowd was like you were saying, like they were like, "Fuck masks, man," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not sharing weed with you guys. I'm over here doing my own thing. I have my own weed, and I'm not trying to be rude. Here, you can even have some, but just you smoke it in your
Yeah,
pipe
that's
over
right.
there." Like I was like, dude, I'm cool with sharing in that sense, but I'm not putting my mouth where your mouth be. Um, but it was weird. I invited a friend out, and she took an Uber out there, and I forgot. Like I wasn't even thinking. I was like, oh, this is like a fucking abandoned parking lot. I just told her to come
Oh
out,
yeah.
and then this one like really intense comic was talking to her, and I knew he was making her uncomfortable, and I just felt so bad. I was like we gotta go. And she missed the comedy, and it was like just comics standing around dicking around afterwards, and,
Oh
and that's not fun for someone who's not really
no,
part of that world at all,
Yeah.
so
no. I
like,
How
mean,
many cigarettes are we gonna smoke? Okay.
yeah.
A lot of cigarettes.
wow, you guys have gone for cigarettes twice now. Like
Yeah.
already.
Like, are we getting food delivered to this parking lot, or just no? We're just here. All right, that's
I
fun.
had, I had fun regardless. I mean, I always find a way to have fun if I can, or at
Well,
least try.
you're a happy, jolly guy, Kyle. It's your way, man.
I always like that mics find a way. Like there's no matter what, there's gonna be a mic somewhere.
Oh
Even
yeah,
like
dude.
one of the first Portland mics that I hit up was that Hotbox one that was like it was in the back of a dispensary,
Oh
and then there
yeah.
was
Yeah,
just like there was an alleyway right there, and everybody was
Mhm.
just rowdy as fuck. And I was like, there's a lot of things that I don't think are legal here. And then like somebody shot a crossbow, and I was like, okay, this is all like my favorite fucking thing in the world. It's fucking awesome.
R.I.P. Hotbox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That
now
was a fun place.
right, and now Tyler's gone too, or he's leaving.
Where's Tyler going?
He's going back to Virginia, dude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Is he gonna do comedy there still?
I have no idea. I just know him
I
and
talk to him. That'd be cool to have a connect out there. I like Tyler. I don't
Yeah,
know what
there's
kind of comedy Virginia has though. I can't even
I wonder
imagine.
if there's a lot of people that are in the same or like the boat that's like, well, I mean, okay, I gave it a good go, and then the pandemic showed me that like that's not what I fucking am gonna be doing.
I mean,
And then
especially if you're at open micer level, I would think, or you've
yeah,
been doing it for a few years at that level, and then you're going to start over at that at
ouch.
whatever age you are and in time in your life, like that would suck. I would
Yeah.
not want to do that.
As I
Uh,
like when comics give other comics like, can you give me some advice for comedy? It's like, yeah, don't do it. Fucking stop doing that.
yeah, go
And
home.
it makes so much sense so often to like not do comedy, but then it's just like I have to. I don't know what it is. I have to. I got asked to do something today, and I was like, yeah. And then I thought like I don't have any ready, but yeah, I said yes because it's like that's my
Ugh.
reflex. Ever since I started, it's like if I ever get asked to do it, I say yes, and then I figure it out.
Yeah, you figure out what they're gonna get later. Like,
Yeah,
like, all right, so you're gonna pay me, and this is gonna be good for me if it goes well. But I
yeah.
don't know what you guys are gonna get. I
I
don't know
really
what.
like getting the amount of money up top, like before I'm even like at like before the like set time is given. Just like, hey, it's gonna be $20. And I'm like, cool. So okay, fine. I know how much you're gonna get from me. Or it's like I don't have to stress out about it. At least I can have fun with it. I don't have
Dude, you
to.
get like one drink and whatever people give us. All right,
Yeah,
okay. All right, so
yeah.
I'm not writing a set out for this one.
Cool. I'm going to I'm going to interview every person in the audience, and and this is me trying crowd work for the first time. Cool. That's what we're going with.
Nice. I mean, that can go well. Look, Jimmy Kennedy made a career out of it.
Well, his crowd
Mm.
work was he's wearing a mask and he's talking to people on the streets or something, right?
I
He's like,
think
"Look
so.
out! I'm Jamie Kennedy." And then Ashton Kutcher's like, "That's a really good idea."
Look out, I'm Jamie Kennedy. I make bad movies, and then
They're like they run away or say, "Oh fuck," and they punch him in the face. It makes for good TV.
Malibu's Most Wanted. Ah!
I never saw Malibu's Most Wanted, and you know what? It's fine. I feel
It's on man. You can correct that wrong.
I feel like it's totally fine. Dude,
You
okay,
can just do it.
just before we started this, I was watching with Emma and some people on the internet that were making fun of. We were watching Cats. Have you
Mhm.
seen this crazy shit?
Wait, with like the new
No.
one, or just like a oh Jesus, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's okay. So
Is it still like is it like the like cause is it like 3.5 hours long like the
I don't
fucking
know. I saw a half hour of it, and it felt like I watched three fucking movies. It was insane. So
They have a
okay,
butthole cut. Have you heard this? They have
yeah,
a
I think
butthole cut. Yeah.
we're on the
oh
butthole cut, or it's like there's some buttholes left in, so it's the keep an eye out for the keep an eye
ooh,
out, everybody. But it's
Easter eggs
yeah, coming out of the
coming out of the cat butt.
so I don't know. It's whenever everybody freaks out about a movie, or they go like, "Oh, it's like insanely terrible," or like
Right.
whatever they say if they go big with it. But everybody goes big. I'm like, whatever. I'm just like fully ignoring that whole thing. But I wanted to watch it with people making fun of it, and that's the perfect way to do it. But also, I was just watching it like
Yeah,
I couldn't even
Mesmerized.
believe it. It
yeah.
was like,
When you see something that bad sometimes, and you didn't really, like you said, like you blocked out all the chatter about it, and we're
yeah.
just then kind of going in blind, and then you watch it and you're more just struck like how did this get made? like
Well,
like
also
who greenlit this? Somebody should
and
make a podcast about that.
it's somebody. It's so like well done. That's the crazy thing. Not the face stuff. Everything involving the face stuff that looks so fucking weird and
It
stupid.
creeps me
Yeah,
out. I saw the trailer for it,
It's
and
like LA Noir, and all their heads are going like this all the fucking time when they're
yeah.
talking. They're supposed to be cats. They're supposed to be cats, so they're already doing that kind of shit. And then the face doesn't match up with it, so
Right.
it's just kind of like it's like a tracking thing. It's like watching Kyle Dunnigan's Instagram. Boom! That's my cats review for that. It's like watching Kyle Dunnigan's Instagram. That's great. Yeah, that movie's fucking crazy. So, but I watched it and it's legit crazy. But also, it's the amount of work that's put into it. That's not even easy to make movie. It's
Right, like that's the worst scary part of it is they're like, no, you spent like a year or more to get this. Like you watched
yeah, that's
your work progress and never stopped yourself saying, "Oh wait, no, this isn't this isn't right at all. We need to stop this or redo it." And they were just like, "Nah, man, that's we're doing exactly what we want to do, and we are
Mhm.
happy and proud of it." And you're like, "You shouldn't be. It's more it's more scary than
I
anything."
love that. I love that when a movie trailer comes out and you know that they put a lot of effort into it, and you're like, this is gonna fucking bomb horribly. And you're
yeah.
just like, okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it bomb. And you're like, it comes out and they sound surprised, and you're like, no,
See,
you.
now, like, what if people had done that for stuff like Sonic or something and just like held their and been like, "Oh no, yeah, yeah, go ahead, release it. That's great," and then just destroyed it after the fact instead of like being outraged initially, being like, "You can't do this. Like, what the fuck is
Mhm.
wrong with you? You better fix this shit." And then they try to make it better or whatever.
I
So, what do
literally
you?
saw Sonic because of that. I just the only reason I saw it in theaters is because they actually went in and fixed it, but they
Yeah,
didn't fix the fucking script. It was Howard the Duck, man. That movie
Yeah.
is Howard the Duck made
Holy
in
shit, dude,
2020.
that's right.
It's Howard the Duck. It's the same fucking movie.
that's great.
But not as cool then.
No,
As
it's not
how
as Howard the Duck. Howard the
yeah.
Duck was.
I think that is the biggest reason I went and saw it because I was just like, okay, you fixed the thing, and that was I had a problem with that as
Look,
well. But yeah, then I saw the movie and I was like, okay, and then it was like I might as well have watched it with the weird face. Maybe I would
yeah,
have just
what
maybe I would
good?
have just been like fucking
You're like the cheesy shittiness of this could have sold it with the bad
Yeah.
CGI too. The fact that you had an iconic character being this fucking hit or miss joke machine, like mostly miss, like 85% miss, like 15% hit with
yeah
jokes.
with the mom of an owl or
Oh yeah,
his mom is an
what
owl.
the fuck was that? I don't know. I don't know the Sonic mythos, but what the fuck was that?
It's a hedgehog that something about eggs are evil.
Mm-hmm.
That's the metaphor with that guy, but also so is technology. It's an anti-industrial revolution game.
Whoa. Wow.
And
All right.
Olive Garden references. There were like 14 of them.
Have
Like,
either one of you ever played the game Flower?
No.
uh-uh.
Oh man, that game is a fucking awesome work of art. But
Wait.
that's like one of the most anti-industrial movement games. It's great.
This is like an anti-capitalist game?
No, it's just anti like not capitalist.
Anti-industrial technology? Like,
Yeah, just like buildings and stuff like encroaching in on nature.
oh, I see. I see.
It's you
That's what Lord of the Rings was about. Like a lot of the
play.
themes of Lord of the Rings with the trees taking back Isengard and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
walkie tree people.
I mean that makes sense of why you would spend like 40 pages describing grass
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
around
no,
the
he had a big
Shire.
old had a big old boner for nature for sure. He was a naturalist.
I thought the trees that talked were just a nod to Wizard of Oz.
They didn't throw any apples, but yeah, if they would have, that would have been like copyright infringement.
They weren't
threw
whimsical.
hobbits.
Yeah, they weren't whimsical. They were like Raj Al Ghul's like just angry planet. Like they were taking back the Earth, Middle Earth. So yeah, all right. I'll see that.
They seemed all agitated.
Nick, how many new like species of things have you seen since Hawaii?
Oh,
I have Hawaii questions.
So I've been learning all the
Tell
birds.
me about the flora and the fauna.
The fly. What is weird is that
And the
think like
flautas.
something like 70% of the plants here or some crazy shit aren't native. They're all brought over from India and Japan and a bunch of different places. Not even that long ago. And same with the animals. And so what we've been trying to figure out is like, what did this place? Because you would like imagine a place like untouched, like, oh wow, so like how crazy was it back in the day? But more and more, it just looks like that, like 1,000 years ago or even 500 years ago, that there wasn't. This place was really quiet. Like there was like four kinds of plants. There's no predators on the island at all.
You think it was like a rest stop?
The rest stop of
not like in it as a place. It's like a place to take a shit, but like people would stop there, like regroup, maybe.
Well, Polynesians did, and then they stayed. So, I don't think so, man. I think it was just, but like kind of just like a why can't I think of the word for like a flower, like a greenhouse kind of, but for like
okay,
yeah, like a butterfly aviary, but with some plants. I think for a long time, and then ocean stuff, and then ocean animals. But yeah, there wasn't a lot apparently here that long ago, or even not that long ago. So that's been interesting. But I have been learning the birds that are here now.
Hell yeah! Have you seen a toucan? Are there toucans?
There's no toucans.
Fuck, dude.
No, there's
What's the point of going to Hawaii if you don't get to see a toucan?
I mean, there's a dude that walks around with some giant parrots on his shoulder. There's a couple of those guys. But I saw a video of a dude who's trying to become a parrot. Yeah, like he's doing the thing, like just like the tiger guy did, and lizard and
he's adding a beak.
Yeah, like he's doing that, but being a parrot, he had his ears surgically taken off.
Is he doing things with his hands and arms?
I don't know yet. He's gonna do he's gonna get somebody to reshape his nose like a beak though. And he's tattooed himself like red and purple or red and orange and green and shit, and to look like feathers. So yeah,
he's gonna get those like raptor eyes.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be sick. Like cat eyes, but like vertical instead of horizontal.
Oh, like snake eyes?
Yeah, snake eyes. Oh, the parrots have those.
Or some Darth Maul eyes. Some Darth Maul.
Oh, I mean, yeah, just turn yourself into Darth Maul if you're gonna do all that work. I mean,
I think that's a better idea. Like,
how long do you think you'd have a conversation with this parrot person until you're just like, so what's with the parrot thing?
Immediately, I don't know, like a second.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have to hand him a cracker at one point.
No.
Or just pull one out and be like, just like see if he does anything.
Yeah, it would do it while you're talking to him and not say anything. Just really slowly, like. Come on, you want it.
Was his name Paul?
E? Yes.
No, he's like, it's so easy to change. Okay, so
yeah, I've been learning birds. I'm really into seeing mongoose around. That's like my thing.
Hell yeah.
I like seeing the
lizards?
mongooses. Yeah, there's lizards. Nothing big though. Nothing like super like holy shit. Apparently they found
little lizards,
guys, right?
Yeah, little house geckos and shit, like guys like that. Apparently somebody did on the news they were talking about them finding a python and some iguanas in the jungle a few days ago, and they
That's pretty
captured
cool.
them. But they're not native here either. So like, there's no snakes on the island. There's no big lizards. There's no predators. Hogs got introduced a while back, but they're not.
Yeah,
There's not that many of them. Uh, and people can hunt them because you can hunt hogs anywhere. So it's not.
mm,
Yeah, it's kind of tame, and as far as like uh tropical rainforest uh animal ecology goes. Like, it's not like the Amazon or
Huh.
anything where like everything can kill you and there's crazy shit all over the place. No, there's no poison ivy. Uh,
Oh wow, that's nice.
there's no poison animals except for centipedes, and they're like, you don't see. I've seen one, and they're not even that strong poison wise. So
Yeah, I assume that all centipedes are kind of poisonous, so I just kind of
yeah,
don't fuck with them anyway. They're all like every centipede is like, ugh, get away
yeah,
from me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that works.
But yeah, they're like the most dangerous thing here, and they're not that dangerous, and you don't really see them that often. Uh, yeah, all the dangerous stuff is in the ocean.
Yeah, I
So,
was gonna say, well, so what the most deadly thing there is probably the sharks.
and
If
jellyfish.
many you guys have the big man wars out there too,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah, yeah.
I remember seeing like don't fucking swim here because there's I think the beach was called Waimanalo or
Oh,
Waimanalo,
dude, yeah, Waimanalo. There's a
and the rip tide's real bad there too.
Yeah, Waimanalo is not like a chill beach. You can't chill there. It's pretty serious. Like, the sand is nice and it looks really cool, but you can't really swim out because it's fucking. That's real. Like, that's for like pro surfers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, there's a huge homeless camp there right now.
Interesting.
And they've kind of just made their own. Like, they got flags and stuff there. They're really cool. Like, they're not crazy or like mean or nothing, but they've just kind of given them like one side of that beach. Uh, and so yeah, they're out there just kind of hanging out. But yeah, Waimanalo is no joke, and that's like, apparently at for 2 weeks after the full moon, jellyfish come in like schools. So they really just like, just don't go out, just don't go in
Mm-hmm.
the water then. Uh, and so yeah, there was a full moon a couple nights ago. So for the next like week and a half or so, you just go to the jungle and stuff. Just go in there.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's really cool. We did this sick hike on Cocoa Head Monday. It's like an old rail mining track that goes up like 70 degrees for like 1,500 feet or something.
Oh,
And
jeez.
you get this amazing view of like, you can see like basically like 25, like 30% of the entire island from the top of it. And you just, like,
Wow.
look at both coasts from the top, and it's pretty sick.
Did you send or put a picture up of that?
No.
Okay, you had a really good one that was just like there's just a lot of
Oh,
islands that you could see in one picture.
I think that was, yeah, a while back, where it was during a shoot that she was doing, and we were on this like technically closed down one that you're not supposed to go to, but like, there's a neighborhood there, and so you could just walk that as you're like, you walk up the ridge of these mountains, uh, and there's signs are telling you like, don't do it or whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
there's like roads that went through there, like full on old, nice paved roads that are at least. I mean, the base or whatever has been closed down for forever. So those uh, trails and ladders and stuff going down the sides of the mountain are all fucked up and old and stuff, and that's dangerous. But the roads going to it, and you can just walk that as your neighborhood walk and see both sides of the island, and yeah, see
That's cool.
parasailers and stuff. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's cheesy or whatever, but it's pretty awe inspiring. Like, kind of daily, it's odd.
Yeah.
It's an odd day to day life experience to walk around in a lot of these places. Uh, so yeah, I mean, that's why I haven't been like doing any virtual mics or anything. I've just been kind of living doing. I started fishing, Chad. Like,
Dude,
Nice.
hell yeah.
yeah, dude, that was nuts. Like, just a random, like, you wouldn't. It's not a special place. It's not even known. Just a random spot a few miles from us, and I walked out, and there was some rocks that go out into the ocean, and I was just fishing there and looking off to the side and seeing like the sun hit this mountain perfectly and the ocean, and just out for forever. And I literally 20 minutes I was there, and I was just kind of like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
I can't believe this is like this is my Tuesday. Like I just like this is nuts. Like yeah, it's pretty off. It's pretty awesome. Uh
Yeah, I mean, like it's nothing in comparison, but there's parts of me that miss Florida for that kind of stuff because I lived right on the beach, and so every day I could just go right there because it was within 5 minutes away from me at all times, and just go watch it. It was
right,
great.
yeah. Yeah, just to watch it.
Hmm.
I mean that's why the people make those sleep sound videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's what we did New Year's Eve. We went to Diamond Head and watched the sunset there and just had the waves just crashing up and like yeah, it was pretty amazing. I don't know. What's Kyle? What have you? I haven't talked to you this whole pandemic. Where are you still at the same house?
Yeah, same place.
Okay, you got
And
new
rent's
roof?
not gone up, so it's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
It's insane. Yeah, things are cool, man. I'm just kind of chilling right now. Getting back into comedy has been nice. Uh, Funny the way you were talking about Hawaii. I was thinking like, so every day is like a Jack Johnson video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just like it's just banana pancakes across the fucking island.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Yeah,
I,
it's
I I really liked Hawaii when I went. It felt like a perfected Florida almost. Like it,
okay.
like, it felt like you were saying, kind of like remove it, like no poisonous animals and stuff. Because I didn't realize all that, but like that like furthers my point. Is like they erased all the bad shit. They had like
Yeah,
I remember the one thing that was annoying there was cockroaches and then fire ants was like
yeah,
because I fucking hate fire ants. I was allergic to them as a kid.
Oh fuck.
They had those in Florida all over the fucking place.
Yeah, big ones too.
the ones that don't make hills, those like
I think so.
those
Yeah,
get yeah,
they just invade.
yeah,
They're just like nomadic invaders. Dude, they're evil, and they fucking bite you, and it feels like a bee sting.
yeah, yeah. I hate those fucking things. Uh,
Nick,
yeah,
did
we
you ever surf before you're going to Hawaii?
no, I'm not going to. There's no way I would ever.
Okay, so
I'll bodyboard. I'd like to paddleboard. Uh,
Boogie board.
yeah, boogie board, but
skimboard.
surfing, skimboard,
Skimboard's
skimboard.
fucking awesome.
Would you
Yeah.
pre-board?
What?
I said, would you pre-board?
But surfing, no, no way. She wants to. I'm. It's so hard and long to learn to just stand.
Hmm.
I'll. There's a whole bunch of other things I could do and be better, quicker, or just do instead, and I'll go with that. And I
Yeah,
see
I've
like
been surfing 3 times and I do not like surfing. I've never stood up. I hate it.
you
I've
just
gotten hit in the
paddle.
head and I just don't like it. And it's been all Oregon, so it's all like I'm freezing the whole time
Yeah,
also.
fuck that,
Hate
dude.
being cold. Hate it.
No. Uh, and the like I mean, surfing here is really awesome. Like you can tell by
I bet.
stuff that they have, but that's also meaning like it's not for like I mean Waikiki you can casually surf, but everywhere else I've seen so far, you already have to know your shit before you go out there. Like
Yeah, they
it's
got that little they got that little fake Hilton little area that
oh
you can
yeah, yeah,
boat. You know what I'm talking about? I
yeah,
saw that. I saw people like kind of wait, not what was it where you have like paddle
yeah,
surfing or paddle.
paddleboard, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
paddleboard. I like
boarding
that
up.
a lot. I'll do that. I mean that's chill. You can take that kind of anywhere, but that didn't even get open until recently, Kyle. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was still closed for a long time. But yeah, that like areas around there you could do that with, and maybe some of the lagoons around. But that's the other thing is every day we keep finding like essentially like hole in the wall, fucking waterfalls or lagoons
Hmm.
or like amazing forest areas or something. I mean, a lot of these people just like that's where their apartment is, and you're like, shit. Like, that's the area we're looking to go to. Is over this kind of area to the east. Uh, but yeah, like it's been pretty awesome finding it out and like day by day, just kind of building. Uh, I don't know. Whenever we do get to go back in, I think Chad knows this, but I'm gonna start improv, Kyle. I'm taking that jump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that side and see how that goes.
I heard it's fun. I mean, I did it in high school, but I wasn't like super serious about it. But it was like my favorite thing that we would do in my drama class.
Yeah.
Yeah, improv's fun.
Mhm.
I had to
We had
do
a good time.
improv
We
to.
had really funny people in my class.
Nice.
You hate improv though.
Me?
Yeah.
Wait,
Chad.
Oh
Chad hates it.
yeah.
no, I just poop on improv because I'm always around Emma and she's like an improv genius. So I always just like, it's for nerds, it's for fucking dorks. Like, it's just because it makes me so nervous. But I had to do improv. I did it for 2 months before I even had like the balls to get on stage to try an open mic. I was way too scared to do it.
So you were doing improv. You weren't scared enough to do improv,
I
but
did
you were
improv for like a year.
and doing an open mic was scarier to you.
Yes, at the time. Just because it had already been implanted in my head of like that's what I want to do. Like improv's just the thing to goof around with a bunch of people and kind of like loosen up a little bit because it was just improv class.
Yeah.
I guess they all are.
Yeah.
It seems like they all are, or what? I don't know. But
you mean do you make it as an improv?
yeah, that's funny. Every improv is an improv class. But I mean,
Really
it's like going to the gym. It really helps with a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of respect for people that are really good at improv and have the time to dedicate to it because it obviously so very much helps their stand up.
Oh
So
yeah,
much.
for sure.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Anytime someone does it and comes back, like Cam Strong's been doing improv, and he's been not that he wasn't. I've always found Cam funny, but his fucking writing has gotten so much like crisper and just he's fucking.
Oh, good man.
I
Yeah,
always
he's
like Cam because Cam is he's either 0 or 100. I've like cried laughing from him, and I've always been like, or I've also been like, what the fuck is he doing? What's this?
Yeah.
This is like this isn't even something that like someone would think of to do an impression of bad. Like what's he doing? But like he just throws everything at the wall, and that's fucking awesome. And then yeah, he did a big set on the big show at Undertow Comedy Festival. It was crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was like one of the
Good
openers.
for Cam. Good
Yeah.
for Cam. Have you seen him out there, Kyle?
Yeah, he's been at the Monday mic. We have a mixed mic on Mondays at Legrowski, and he's been there.
Oh yeah, that's Zane's thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's been a lot of fun. I enjoy the parking lot mic a lot. It's honks per minute now. That's what you got to remember. Not less. Yeah, so honks per minute's a little bit different. Um, but no, I've been on kind of a kick right now. So I had a show on Friday in Beaverton, and that went really well. And I'm just kind of like getting back into the swing of things. So it's been nice.
All right.
Hell yeah. So how have those gone? You've done comedy quite a bit lately. You did a mic, and then you were on last week the Black Comedy Festival, right?
No, I'm not on it. I was just hanging out.
Oh, I thought you were doing a show on the Black Comedy Festival, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? How do you?
No. No, I'm just coming out to hang out with Courtney and Hijinks. I love those guys. So
Yeah.
How
For
wait?
sure.
How
Yeah.
what? Like I saw pics of like was it just at Harvey's or what? How did they?
It's Harvey's. Everything was socially distant, and there was like comics brought a couple friends. Basically, I was hanging out, and yeah, it was maybe like 15 or 20 people in Harvey's, and then they streamed it on a streaming site, and they got a bunch of sponsorship that way from the streaming. So
All right.
Nice.
it was cool. It was a lot of fun. I went Friday and Sunday. and it felt essentially the same as the year before, obviously without all the audience.
People. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, it was like it was fun to watch. It was the same kind of energy, which I liked. Like they still like
That's
everyone's have a really good time, and it's like it's just people that I would be hanging out with at East Side anyway. So it just felt like it kind of felt like like a Duff's hangout or a Red
all
Room
right.
hangout.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I had a good time at that.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of also just craving a little bit of the like, can I get a taste of like that normal shit again?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just
Give me
nice
a
to see
fucking
in the year.
snort a line of that normal.
Can I get some hope, please?
Fucking, oh man, I'll mainline some of that shit. Hell yeah. No, I just I got asked to do a hosting thing, and I just immediately said yeah. I was like, especially hosting, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's for some reason like I don't know. There's a lot of people that are like, man, I don't know if I could do that, and like I just because I hosted a mic that had like more than 20 comics on it, and they're like, Jesus, that seems so hard, and I'm like, oh, that's the easiest part about comedy. I'm pretty sure, but there's people that they like it to be done for them, and sweet. It fucking works out for me.
Hosting can be frustrating if it's not a fun night, but a fun night of hosting is amazing. It's like it's like you're the fucking maestro to the fucking.
I mean, it's still if it's a mic, it's still your show. If you're the host, you can decide. I mean, if it's going bad, then you can play off that, or you can cut people. I mean, it's
I mean, even if it's a showcase, that's what I'm going to be doing. Even if it's that,
and if if you're hosting,
I still goof around and make it mine because, like, if I'm asked to do it, it's for somebody knows my hosting style. I'm not. I'm not a nailed down kind of person. I'm loose as fuck.
Vintage Chad hosting style.
Mm-hmm. You get one thing from me. It's 10 note cards that I'm going to pull out and shuffle through and go and you get me yelling back at someone if they yell at me. Those are 2 guarantees. Everything else is nobody knows, not even me.
Jesus.
So Nick, I got to at least touch on this kind of thing. How long have you been sober?
15 years? No, 16 years now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's that Mountain Dew. He fucking can't.
Oh, dude, I don't even do the dew anymore.
You don't do the dew? I'm proud of you.
No,
dude,
you had caffeine?
Mega gulp Mountain Dew.
That shit hurt my kidneys. Like it was rough. Like
Chris Pelka got a kidney stone.
Oh, that's right, from so much dew.
Yep.
And but it didn't stop him because he's real. He's down. He's down.
No, he's still constantly drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Like, dude. But I mean, whatever. He's always talking about how he just doesn't give a fuck. So there you go.
But Chris doesn't do all the flavors and stuff. I was big into the flavors. Like,
oh, you're getting that blue, you're getting that red, you're getting that orange.
Oh yeah, no orange, but Code Black. I was big into
Livewire.
Yeah, Livewire. Code Black, Baja, Code Red for sure. Didn't LeBron James have one? Wasn't his just like a special code?
All right. Yeah, it was a Mountain Dew lemonade. It was all right.
Yeah, I was down with that. I saw a new one that's purple, and I was wondering.
That's Gamer Juice, right?
Yes.
Gamer Juice.
I think that's what it's called.
I think so too. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's what it's called.
Oh, it might be Gamer Fuel.
So
Gamer
that's
Fuel.
What stuff keeps in their balls is Gamer Juice.
Fucking toothpaste cum. That's how it comes out. It's the only way it comes out. So, Nick, when you decided to get sober, was it a decision thing, or was it it has to happen, or was it a mandate? You were a fucking troublemaker back in the day.
It was a really weird, like the real story is very, very strange. So one night I went to bed extremely high, like
on pot.
Laced. it was laced. I don't remember what, but I remember I was very happy and excited that it was laced because I was like, dude, I'm gonna trip balls and my dreams are gonna be fucking awesome, and I
Nice.
cannot wait. And I was really excited about that. And I went to sleep and had crazy dreams. And then sorry, this is just what happened. Like, and then I remember an extremely bright light and being pulled up out of bed and being sober and not high at all anymore and without a need or want to be high anymore, even though that's how I'd been living for years up to that point. And that initial weird circumstance that I've never been able to explain, it was kind of like Office Space, where like
Yeah.
it made me that for a little while, and so I was just clean and sober, and I was like, I don't know what fucking happened, and just it's gone, and it's weird and it's strange, and I don't know what's going
Mhm.
on, but whatever. And then after about a year, I guess maybe 6 months to a year, then it was a choice. And then I was like, oh, now I'm feeling stuff, and stuff's kind of coming around, but I think I'm gonna go this way, and
Yeah.
instead, which initially was kind of shitty because the way I went was to be judgmental, straight edge asshole for a few years. I was that guy. I was that guy for a while, but mostly because I mean, a big part is because I had to be like, I had the only way for me to not go back to who I was to like,
Fight against it. You
yeah,
had to really
Yeah.
go.
was
Yeah.
to
Distance yourself.
was to
Yeah.
virulently, and yeah, very strongly go against it. Uh, and that was a whole rough thing for a lot of years. But yeah, then it eventually it just kind of became, or I just kind of settled back down into me, but without it. And I mean, that's how everyone knew me, at least there, up till Portland, even. I mean, I was pretty much the same guy as I was back when I was using, just not anymore. So it was kind of okay. Like nothing really changed, really. I mean, at least I got back to that, and then
Yeah.
uh,
That's one of the things I've talked to Kyle about quite a bit is just you quit drinking and you're like, okay, that's gonna fix it. That's gonna fix all the problems I have. And then like you hit a year and you go like, wait, that's just me? It's just
yeah,
that's just I'm just that guy. Cool. Okay, great. That's fucking awesome. And then yeah. But that was the thing that happened with alcohol is it that just turned off for me one day. It was like Kyle and I both kind of got there in the same way of embarrassment. Too many times where it was just I did something stupid and I feel bad the next day, and it was going against the grain of like every time I do something, every time I drink, it's worse for comedy, and that's the only thing I'm trying to do anymore. So what am I doing?
but yeah,
Picking
what
alcohol? No.
right? But what about your like? How functional were you during the like? What about your life? Like, how functional were you during the? Because I know Kyle, like it affected you, like outside of comedy, like
Mhm.
you had bad stuff or negative ramifications outside of acting dumb at a mic or whatever the fuck. Like, but Chad, I don't know how you were when you woke
That's
up in the morning. Like,
I don't get hangovers,
yeah,
and I had the energy, and so I never had the thing
what
where
a
it was
piece of
like,
shit.
yeah.
Jesus.
And so like I was still a really active person, and I would drink before I would go do something, like longboard or ride a bike or go climb a tree or whatever. And it would just be I would always be drinking. And then when it got to the point of like, oh, while I stop at this stoplight, I'm gonna open my car flask and take a little swiggy do
Mhm.
while I'm here at the stoplight, and then I go, oh, I'm just drinking. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
But like nothing was happening. Nothing bad was. There were no ramifications other than like I would be an asshole every 10th
right,
time I drank, which was
right,
every night. But so like once every week and a half, I'm a fucking asshole, and I don't ever want to do that again. So it's like
right.
cool if I can cut that out, a little bit, then I don't know. I'm just trying to do that kind of shit less because it makes you feel really stupid.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was my problem. I was like in a fog for so much, and it was like depression and just being a drunken asshole because it was literally a cycle of coffee, whiskey, coffee, like the uppers and
right.
downers. Like when I was working, like 2017 to 2018, I was just fucking hammered like the whole time.
I mean, and I
Yeah,
mean, there's
same.
lots of things go into that. I mean, you hated your job, and you had, outside stuff that was fucking with you. But when you when you turn to the bottle, and then it never makes it better. Like
Mm-hmm.
it only ever makes things worse. And when you climb into it, it just exacerbates that, and then it shows up outwardly so much more than other stuff you can hide.
Hmm.
uh, and it I mean, if there's anything, it's an easy thing to see where you're like, oh, it's an easy thing for you to see yourself saying, I don't want to be that, and I'm already not that the minute I'm sober again or not smashed,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
damn it, and each time like, and it's a difference between like each time you see that it could make you go back because it makes you feel worse about yourself
Hmm.
each time or whatever, and just ruminate and just return back to it because you don't want to face it, or it can make you be like, all right, and turn around and turn away or whatever. But like, I mean, did you, because I think you didn't you used to do, you had done the month thing before Kyle, hadn't you? I don't know, did Chad,
I
did
did
you ever do
40. I
that?
did 40 days. I
Yeah,
did 40 days just to see if I could do it, and it was 40 days without weed or alcohol. And the weed was the hardest part. I wanted to smoke every single day, but I found that after about 3 days of not drinking, I didn't care as much.
that's
Yeah.
cool. So
I mean,
I ended up going like 50 days no alcohol when I did that, but then I just started drinking again afterwards, and I slowed back into it. But
weed's an interesting one because it's not addictive or whatever they say have always said about it, but
well,
I
it's
have the
psychologically addictive, and that's pretty
yeah,
well known. And
I have that sort of addiction to weed because it's like if I had the choice, I mean, I guess I do have the choice, but like
yeah,
I wish that I just didn't smoke weed anymore. It would make it a lot easier because I just, like there's times that I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I need to not smoke weed today, but then 5 minutes later I'm smoking weed, and it's like it's
yeah,
just here,
I fucking
it's
hate
just
it when that
around.
happens.
But like
I've smoked.
I like it, and I don't know. There's also times where I'm just like I don't know. I feel not present.
fair.
It's definitely not an every moment of the day thing. Like I've gotten
Yeah,
to the point where I smoke like maybe if I'm not doing something or like or if I'm trying to get shit done, I smoke maybe like 3 bowls a day, like smoke in the morning, smoke in the middle of the day, smoke at night, you
yeah.
know.
Sometimes my daughter just tries to talk to me, and I say, "Hey, hold up a second," and then I go outside, come back in. I'm like, "All right, now go." And then that's how we do it.
Let
Wait,
me prepare for
yeah,
for third
like,
graders.
Yeah,
yeah.
I won't have to fake interest. I'm gonna be amazed at what you're about to say. It's gonna be awesome.
that's uh that's funny. But yeah, I mean, I get that of like need of, especially when you think something like, oh, if I did this, then it would make this a lot easier, a lot better, a lot more involved or something.
Hmm.
And so you turn to that, especially if, in a situation where it's legal or so easily, you can get it
Accessible.
so easy, yeah,
Yeah.
easily accessible and normalized. Then I
Hmm.
mean, then you can also start using it like the same way people use alcohol is like to them it's an anxiety social lubricant. Like that's
Yeah.
why so many comics at mics like can't help it. They're just like, I can't just, I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'll just fucking put this in there.
Bobby, they turned to alcoholic Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. And
um. Yeah. I don't know. The weed one is really interesting to me because I can. smoke weed, and as soon as I'm stoned, go, okay, I shouldn't have smoked weed, and next time I'm going to smoke weed, I will go like, remember what you feel like right now. Don't do it. There we go. That should be it. And then I'm like, I'm not stoned anymore. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. It's weird because it's like I want to get stoned, but then it's like I know what I feel like when I'm stoned. I feel like I'm a little stupider, or I don't know, something. But then I'm like, it's a little more exciting. I guess that's what that's what's happening. There's a little more anxiety because it's like nothing's really stressing me out.
Right.
But if I smoke weed, then I'm a little bit stressed out and everything's a little bit more like, uh-oh.
Whoa. So like you feel like it heightens your senses?
No, definitely doesn't do that.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me
it heightens my anxiety, Nick. That's
right.
what I'm telling you. It makes me more anxious so that I'm like, okay, now
And
I'm one of the regular people. I have anxiety too. And then I can,
oh my, what a dick. Like, hey guys, now I'm scared of everything and think my life is gonna fall apart at any moment too. Like, look at me. Like
yeah.
you're
Yeah, no, I think way too clearly when I don't smoke weed. I'm way too present, and I don't know. I don't think it's good for me. I don't think it's good for anybody around me because I'm a good listener. And then it's just a whole thing where it's like everybody's like, "Oh, good job," and then I have to deal with that.
I don't want to deal with being such a good friend and person in any given situation. Let me be more of an asshole and detached.
Yeah.
All right. I feel that, I guess.
Nick, before we get out of here, did you want to say hi to Emma real quick? She's right there.
Well, has Emma been there the whole time?
No, she just walked in the room.
Oh, okay. Hey, Emma.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Whoa, oh, there's Emma.
There's Emma.
I can't hear you. Hi.
Oh, she can't hear you. Oh, here.
There. That's the universal sign.
Emma, read my name.
Poop, dick, Mick, poop on my dick. Hey, that's not your name.
Oh, now we got.
Oh man.
You know what? There's been worse clips.
That's a good name. That is a good name.
Oh, Nick, and also before we get out of here, we'll get out of here soon. But also, just so you know that your plant's doing good. Your plant's right there.
Yes, awesome. That makes me happy. That's good.
Darren's keeping it safe.
Of course.
Darren. Oh, love Darren.
Yeah, I wonder how Darren's doing.
He's down in Utah.
He went back.
Yeah, he moved to Utah.
He went to the home base. Holy shit!
Yes.
Wow, he's on the mothership then.
Yeah, I think Utah's just gonna lift right up out of the ground and just that'd be pretty cool. So Nick, do you even want people to follow you on social media? Or is it just like leave me alone?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to follow cool vintage, you can do that. But
you have your own vintage shop.
Right now, it's just more of like a page that celebrates, like a vintage life celebration page. But we are probably going to do a store again here pretty soon. I have found some pretty decent VHSs here and some weird shit at Savers. But
some weird what?
Like just weird shit at Savers. They have some pretty like deep cut weird stuff at Savers here. We found these Pokemon Russian nesting dolls. They were pretty interesting. Shit like that. I found a giant bag of Pogs that were all like religious / Hawaiian based. So
it's like Cajun Jesus.
Yeah. So like shit like that. But yeah, if you want to follow that, please do. Otherwise,
Cool is cool vintage.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty happy living life off the social media grid.
Yeah, nice. That must be nice. Hey, there it is.
Said the name.
I did it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm really happy for you and all of your adventures, and it's really cool to see someone go, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to Hawaii," and then you go like, "No, okay," and then they do it, and you're like, Oh, okay. Neat. That's awesome. And so I get to like talk to you and live a little vicariously through you and look at all your pictures.
All right, yeah, I'll do more. I do miss everybody though. That's real. But everyone's still alive as far as I know. More and more people moving, more and more people fucking getting out,
Yeah.
which is interesting. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are good. So cool.
Kyle, do you have any shows coming up? This is coming out next Sunday.
I am going to be doing a Zoom version of Telltale on March 18th, which is really awesome.
Oh, cool. What's the
Jasmine Pettit hosts
yeah.
that.
What's the show?
It's the theme this
Yeah,
time.
what's the theme?
It's something like, what are you hungry for?
Ooh.
So I'm actually gonna write, like, I'm putting together a story for it. So I'm gonna actually do a story this time instead of doing a stand-up framed as a story like I did last time. But I'm excited to do a storytelling show.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got that coming up. No live shows at the moment, but I've been hitting up all the mics and stuff. I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods, Chad, on Friday. I'm gonna be at the Thai Boys show, or the Thai Boys.
Oh, mic. The backyard.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in Salem on Friday, so that'll be cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah. If anybody wants to know what I'm up to, type in the Podchaost into Google. That's about it. Just type it there. That solves.
Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry.
And what?
I'm doing Podchaost tomorrow, so I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, right?
Okay, yeah.
Is that what you texted me?
Yeah, I think so. We'll figure it out when we get off here.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Oh no, that's totally fine. But Nick, thank you very much for being on here with us. It's been so nice talking to you. Nice to see your face.
Yeah, good to see you, Nick.
You too, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good day. If you watch this during the day, have a good time. Jesus, time is whatever. It's on the internet. Here we go. Bye.